friend, nothing beats Arnold Palmer Spiked. It's the perfect balance of brewed teas and real juice, now with 5% ABV. Find Arnold Palmer Spiked in a store near you or at arnoldpalmerspiked.com/approach, or search for it on Drizzly and Instacart. That's arnoldpalmerspiked.com/approach. 2021 Hornell Brewing Company, Memphis, Tennessee. Malt beverage with natural flavor. Celebrate responsibly.
And we are the Approach Shot, and we are back. I'm John Ashton. He is Neil Michaels. Joe Greiner is our guest. Max Homa's caddy par excellence. But no more cat questions in the sixth.
No more cat questions. Okay. That was it. Just that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll bet you that's enough for quite a while. the next interview you do, if somebody brings it up, just be like, been there, done that. We do have a 6-pack of questions for Joe, and we are sponsored again by Arnold Palmer Spiked. To find a retailer that sells this magic liquid near you, if you haven't had an Arnold Palmer Spiked, what's wrong with you? This stuff is awesome. It's an Arnold Palmer Spiked, hence the name. Go to arnoldpalmerspiked.com/approach. That way we get credit for it and they spend money with us. See how that works?
Yes.
Perfect. 6-pack. Question number 1. Max won the Genesis Invitational at Riviera earlier this year, which we've talked about. To celebrate, Joe, the genie comes down and you get to pick anywhere to play for fun. That's your reward. Where would it be?
That's a great question. Do I pick a place I've played or not played?
This is why we get paid the big Arnold Palmer money.
Man, that is such a good question. I'm going to go St. Andrews.
Boom! That's what I was going to say you were going to say. Awesome!
And I'm going to say the weather needs to be somewhat reasonable. I don't need it perfect, but I don't want it raining. I don't want it raining sideways and blowing 30. So
gray and a little drizzle you can handle.
Yeah, no doubt.
Question 2. And we kind of went over this. At the PGA Championship, Max had bones on the bag because you qualified for the U.S. Amateur Four-Ball. For those who don't know and have been living under a rock their entire lives, Bone was Phil Mickelson's caddy for over 25 years. So, knowing you always want Max to succeed, on a scale of 1 to 10, and be honest, how much did you hope that Bone stunk up the joint that week?
Probably, to be honest with you, probably a 1, because I was hoping Max would gain a little knowledge from a different perspective, and there's no better person to get that from than Bones. So I was really hoping Max would get 4 rounds with somebody who's been there and done that for 25 years at the highest level. So I was really hoping they would have a good week, and unfortunately they didn't, but I know they had a lot of fun.
Excellent. Good answer. You are a friend. Question 3. Max is considered one of the most stylish players on tour, and you, sir, are sporting that beard, which is manly as hell. Which golfers on tour desperately need that beard?
Man, which golfers need that beard? Well, there's guys that can't grow a beard, so that's like where my mind goes to. You know, Ricky Fowler can't grow a beard. Justin Thomas can't grow a beard. They try. They could grow a mustache. That's about it. So I'm gonna go Justin Thomas wishes he had a beard like this.
There you go. That was a better question, actually. Who wished they had a beard like that?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Question 4. Cats or 3-putting on 18, which give you worse nightmares?
Am I 3-putting or is Max 3-putting?
No, you are.
Man, I hate 3-putting. 3-putting on 18. I think way too much about my golf, so yeah.
Okay. Question 5, and we kind of went over this. You have the course record at Vista Valencia Country Club. Let's call it what it is so that people can call over there or go visit and see your trophy. At the club's par 3 course, what was your score? And again, how often do you bring it up?
I shot 19. I shot 8 under par on a par 27. And I bring it up maybe once a year. Max is actually way too kind, and he'll bring it up more than me. He'll tell someone about it. But I don't bring it up very often because I know I carry Max's bag and that's my job. And I don't need to tell him how I was really good at this game back in the day.
Right. And besides, he has Bones' phone number.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we back up a little bit? You shot a what? You shot a 19?
19. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the only thing I tell Max is, there's no one that deserves that course record more than me, because I guarantee you no one has played that golf course more than me. Probably 10 years old till I was 25. 15 years, there's no chance anyone has played that golf course as much as me. So I deserve that record. And when I made the putt on the last hole, it's like a 5-footer. I mean, I fist pumped like I won the Genesis Invitational.
Question 5B then. Have you ever had a hole-in-one?
I had a hole-in-one during that round.
There you go. I was doing the math. I'm like, that's either a lot of birdies or there's an ace in there somewhere.
Yeah, I number 7. It's like the famous hole on this par 3 course. When we were younger, there's water. There's a big old lake in front. So when you were younger, you had to hit a 5-iron, a 7-iron over the water, and it was a hard shot. But luckily, I hit a pitching wedge and it flew right in the hole.
Beautiful. All right, question 6, and this is the serious one that we ask everybody who comes on. Since we are the approach shot, in your approach to life and or golf, what's the one rule you live by?
Man, great question. Man, I like to say I'm pretty optimistic. I'm pretty positive. Man, what do I live by? Man, that is deep. I'd have to think about that one. Are you supposed to stump your guess?
Only if we know that it gives us more time to mention Arnold Palmer Spiked. Get it at a store near you. ArnoldPalmerSpike.com/approach. Did that help?
With 2 P's.
That give you the time you needed? No?
Man, you guys have way too much fun on this show.
You do. We warned you.
Yeah, you did.
Let's go with I would think, knowing you as well as we do, with the 30 minutes that we have now known you, probably your approach to life is give more than you take, because clearly you do that with Max.
That's a great one. And I was thinking of a quote that I always think about, and that's good enough for me. I like that. I'll forever remember that, because in case someone ever asks me that question, I'll be ready for it.
There you go. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna do you one better. An old client of mine once said something I'll never forget, because it's so applicable in so many areas of life. Never let great be the enemy of good.
Nice.
That's a good way to finish 8th in a tournament.
Nice.
Okay, so maybe it's not the greatest thing, Joe, you are off the hot seat. Thank you for playing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Joe Greiner, I am glad you had fun. At least I hope you had fun and just not thought we were having fun at your expense.
No, you guys are a good time. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. And where can we find you on the internet and places like that if people want to follow you a little bit more?
The only social media I currently use is Instagram. My handle is Greindiggity.
Spell it so people can write it down.
GREINDIGGITY.
2 G's.
Diggity. Thanks so much for being with us, Joe. It's a pleasure having you on. I told you when we talked to you at the beginning we were going to have some fun. It sounds like you did.
Yeah, I definitely did. I really appreciate it, guys.
It's always nice to have kind of a personal affinity so you can root.
Yeah, we'll be rooting for you for sure.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for spending time with us here on The Approach Shot.
Hey, it's Neil. And lately I've been telling you about my new favorite, Wild Alaskan Company. Wild Alaskan Company sends high-quality seafood right to your door. This is sustainably sourced, wild-caught seafood. I want you to picture this. Each shipment contains premium, individually wrapped portions of delicious seafood that's ready to prepare and easy to cook with no antibiotics. My wife and I were very excited to try the salmon that we had ordered. So last night was the night. We made the sockeyed salmon, and it was amazing. No kidding. Mouth-watering flavor, no fishy taste, and the texture was perfect. This is the best salmon I've ever had. Right now, you can get $15 off your first box of premium seafood when you visit wildalaskancompany.com/approach. That's wildalaskancompany.com/approach for $15 off your first box. wildalaskancompany.com/approach. Make sure to use our URL to let them know we sent you.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Men, want to feel younger, stronger, leaner? You don't have to slow down after 40. Frank Thomas found the secret to staying in shape with the energy and drive of his 20s.
Man, you look like you could still hit it a mile.
I feel great, too.
What gives?
After 40, men slow down. It's harder to stay in shape.
Why?
Our free testosterone levels drop. It happened to me, and then I found Nugenix Total T.
New Nugenix Total T is our most powerful man-boosting formula ever because it boosts your free testosterone and your total testosterone. Nugenix Total T helps provide even more energy, performance, testosterone, and muscle-boosting ingredients for even better results. To get your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, text GRIT to 321321. Samples are not available in stores.
Well, wait. When are you going to do something about it now?
I got to try Nugenix Total T.
Text GRIT to 321321 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. That's GRIT to 321321.
I'm John Ashton. He's Neil Michaels still. And, I was thinking, Neil, as you were talking and talking to Joe and asking him questions and things, maybe that guy, that well-dressed guy that you were sitting next to on the driving range, maybe if you dressed better, play better. You think?
This is the thing. I tend to go to driving ranges where it's pants mandatory. And so already I'm at a disadvantage because it's like, all right, fine. I'll go back to the car and put my pants back on.
You want to hear this? I have a brother-in-law that I play golf with on a regular basis, and he is a vision of tonsorial splendor.
Okay.
He has 19 pairs of sunglasses.
Wow.
And I asked him, why so many? And he said, and I quote, because I have to have a pair that matches my shoes.
Wow.
And he has about 13 pairs of golf shoes.
Okay.
This guy color coordinated hat to shoes, including the rims of his sunglasses. It's obnoxious and kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, when you realize that you probably have spent more on sunglasses than clearly I have on pants. that's probably right there.
And enjoy wearing them more often too.
I actually will tell you that I have since moving to San Diego, I have, starting right before Memorial Day, and we're not there yet, I have not worn long pants since Memorial Day.
Whoa.
And I find myself, because of the weight loss from the diabetes and stuff, I find myself in a position where most of the shorts that I had are too big. And there's nothing worse than shorts that don't fit right, because when you take a big step and they start to go down, that's not my style. I know that's 20-year-olds. It's okay to wear it halfway down your butt, but that's not me. So I had to go out and buy about 10 pairs of shorts because that's pretty much it for the summer. I have a bet with my wife. We scrolled through the calendar and was like, what day do we think long pants will be worn again? And I'm shooting for like Halloween.
Okay. I was going to say October 23rd. That's my entrance into the pool.
There you go. That's wonderful. Long sleeve shirts, it's just never going to happen.
Oh, never. No, there's no need for those.
The fact that we have collared shirts on are strictly for the viewers. Right now, before we came on, I took my T-shirt off and put this on.
Good for you.
I was going to say,
appreciate it.
And what an incredible choice, huh? I looked at it, I was like, oh, that goes really well with that box back there. Tell that to your fashion plate.
Okay. Well, let's hope you guys never get together. There'll be a competition that no one will ever win. Okay.
Especially you guys.
Next week, we'll be back.
We will.
We'll be, again, resplendent in our fashion choices. And we will have a very interesting and entertaining guest.
Is that your way of telling me we haven't booked anybody yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a couple of choices.
Okay.
Hopefully one of them will say yes between now and then.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me who they were. We were going to pick right here on the air. This person. Nah, we don't like that person.
We are the approach shot. And why don't you just go like subscribe to this mess so you don't have to worry about who coming back. We'll just automatically